the dance floor. Impress me.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake it in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me. She don't want it, no more, don't want it. Get my all, I get it in and go. Shot it, owe me something, better pay your toll. Hey, I lit the spoon.
Up next, the Pistons taking on the Cavaliers. For the Pistons, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with a win here. Cavs, Pistons, coming up next, right after this. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and a quick look at some of the numbers for Jalen Duren.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Wade in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Cunningham passes to Duren, and it's good for 2.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Mitchell against Robinson. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris from deep. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Mitchell. Thompson with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Harris finds Thompson. Out to Harris. Clock at 4. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And it's sent back by Allen.
You gotta love that. Allen is a paint protector who will challenge anyone who comes his way.
Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Harden way outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first command.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And stolen by Thompson. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Robinson against Mitchell. This one for three. Duren pulls it in.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Pass to Mitchell. Now Harden. Back to Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
He's got 1 to 4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Inside. A kick out to Mobley. Pass to Harden. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris dishes to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Outside Robinson. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. And you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Shot's good by Duren. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Top of the key. Robinson pulls it in.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Now, here's Duren. Thompson for the triple. Evan Mobley with the rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Robinson. And another miss by Cleveland. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Detroit with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have been... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the 3 slot. Here's Allen, and it's blocked. And now the Pistons fast break. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit. With the playoffs on the horizon, Richard, we're seeing some of the top teams rest their players a little bit.
Yeah, you want to prevent injury, but you also want your go-to guy to have some fresh legs. Limit their minutes now. It'll pay dividends in the postseason.
Back to Harden. He gets stolen by Jenkins. Here's Holland, covered by Mobley. LeVert against Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his third foul. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Pistons, Ausar Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. On defense, the Cavaliers trailing here by 8. Stewart with the screen on Wade. Thompson passes to Stewart. It's up a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Holland's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Stewart's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Harden. That's tipped. Cunningham with it. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Holland, no good. For 3, Mitchell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
I never need practice. My money go double and triple. Your money's a
and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Detroit. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. Curry, no good. Butler against Robinson. Harris outside. 19-footer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And here's Curry for 3. Duren with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Curry passes to Moody. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. Curry with another miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage.
The Warriors have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Curry against Cunningham. Can they get it? Curry, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Launches a 3. Rebound to
Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see... the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of The pace has never been higher.
And the Warriors with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Moody. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Yeah, it's a loss that'll stick with them for a while. That's for sure. But a game like that can be a motivator going forward.
Robinson on the wing from 15 feet away. Here's Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Curry against Robinson. Podziemski on the wing. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Cunningham with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Robinson, that's good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Graham.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at center. Cunningham against Curry. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
You do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
Cunningham against Curry. Oh, sweet move. Again, the miss by Cunningham. Golden State with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Curry goes in. And Cunningham pulls it down.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
One of the toughest players in the NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Curry looking it over. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Curry's got 5 points.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
20 feet out. The Warriors pull it in.
And to put things simply, this has not been his work.
Fires to 3. They're in with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. And that one's good. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And here's Curry for three. Gets the three ball to go. 10 points for him.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Harris outside. And Harris throws it down.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
Curry against Cunningham. Shot on the wing. Again, the Warriors score.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
A step back shot. And it's Cunningham missing. The Warriors lead by 3. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. BA, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Cunningham against Curry. Here's the three. That's his sixth make in 11 tries.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Cunningham passes to Robinson. Back to Harris. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Curry against Cunningham. Another three for Golden State.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And Cunningham throws it down.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Cunningham against Curry. The three is up. Duren with the rebound. Harris with it. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by one. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
Yes, that's definitely one that they want back, but you can't dwell on mistakes in the NBA. They need to forget about it, and it's on to the next one.
Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody, and it's Santos in at the three slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's LeVert. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And here's Curry for three. Butler finds Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 21.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Just 2 to shoot. Holland. And that one comes up a bit short. Golden State has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. They get the rebound. The shot off that time. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Herter can't hit. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Count the basket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And that's a foul called on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Huerter. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Curry against Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. Robinson passes to Stewart. They double him with Moody. Lets it fly. Stewart, no good. The Warriors leading. Lets it go from deep. Curry, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here goes Steph. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 25 points.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Robinson for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Curry. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren comes in for Stewart, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. And that one falls for Curry. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Now here's Thompson, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot. These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Now here's Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Outside Moody. It's tipped. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And Cunningham throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating crunch.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Now here's Harris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Here's Curry. And Cunningham pulls it down.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Doesn't go for him. And a deep three from Curry. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got...
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Here's Cunningham. Setting the floor for Detroit. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the three, small forward. Here's Santos. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.